Welcome to Retirement Ramblings. I'm Scott, and today is day 290 in my countdown to retirement. Well, today's update is going to be a rather quick one. Only handled a couple of things today. So the first thing I took care of was I purchased a 13-week T-bill in both my Roth and my traditional IRAs. It ended up giving me a investment rate of 4.310. And I had considered getting a 26-week one, which had an investment rate that went off today for 4.245. So the difference was 0.065%. But I prefer to try and lock in the rates, with the highest yield I can get. And so this T-bill matures on the 20th of June, which is 2 days after the next Fed meeting, after the one coming up Wednesday of this week, that has the SEP or the Summary of Economic Projections. So I will already know at that point, which again, I'm not expecting the Fed to cut before the summer. So lots of other people are, but I'm expecting that if I wait, the Fed comes out in June, they show the SEP, that'll show how many cuts they expect to have for the remainder of the year. And if the numbers show what I expect, which is like one, maybe two cuts total, then maybe I'll get a chance to lock in higher rates for longer. So that's why I'm putting off within my ladder and doing shorter term T-bills, whether it's a 3-month or a 4-month, which is 17 weeks, or 26 weeks for a 6-month. But I'm not doing anything longer than 6 months. And, I'm getting the same yield basically as you get on the 10-year. So, and I don't have to lock the money up at this point for the 10-year. So anyway, I purchased those. And then I just want to say, for those of you to think that I wear the same clothes over and over again, because like I have this black shirt and I wear a lot of black shirts, a lot of blue shirts. That's just not the case. Like, I'm going to show you here, like I have an entire closet of shirts that scan that go the whole gamut of the rainbow. The issue though is I pretty much buy all of my shirts at Kohl's when they're on sale. Well, at least these pullovers anyway, when they're on sale and when my wife has a 30 or 40% off coupon. So the shirts cost me, very little money when I go to buy them. So I buy, in bulk, in the colors that I prefer. And, I just happen to pick blue and black as the colors that I like to wear most often. But I do have an entire closet full of these pullovers in colors that go from, white to gray to purple to green to red to blue and like a lot of black. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. And then today in the mail, we received our title for our recently paid off vehicle. So now I'm officially debt free. So that was the last thing that we were trying to get rid of before we both retired. And so now that's done. It's we bought the car new, so we paid it off in 3 years. So it's a 2022. And then I have an old truck, 2007, but it's got low miles. And it was my dad's truck, and he used to put on like, I don't know, 3,000 miles a year, maybe something like that, just going back and forth to like, a commercial warehouse that he had. So when I inherited the truck, which was 5 years ago, it had 25,800 and some odd miles. Like, it just crossed over 50,000 miles. And like I said, I've had it for 5 years. So, and it's one of those, what do you call it? It's a Toyota Tundra V8, and it's got that engine that's supposed to last for like 1 million miles. So, one of the things, I will consider once we retire is, because we pretty much go everywhere together. I mean, there are obviously times where we don't. I mean, I've kept both cars because when I have to go to work, You know, I don't leave my wife stuck at the house because I work like an hour and a half from where I live. But once I do retire, you know, I'll seriously consider, do we want to become a one house family and get rid of the truck and just keep the, you know, the 3-year-old SUV, and only have to pay, you know, insurance on one vehicle, gas for one vehicle, et cetera, as a way of, you know, controlling our costs. You know, I may or may not do that. I guess we'll see. But as I also indicated you guys the other day, I got my new um, uh, premium notices in from State Farm. So I am going to start, you know, calling around and doing competitive bids to see whether or not I can get my rates down with the current coverage that I have. And if I don't think I can do that, or if I prove to myself that I can't do that, then I will start altering the coverage, um, especially on the truck, where, you know, I've had full coverage on everything for years, you know, so I'll probably go to maintain just like liability coverage on the truck or something, you know, with like uninsured motorists and property damage. Outside of that, you know, if the truck gets in an accident, the likelihood of me getting anything from the insurance company under collision or whatever that's beyond my deductible is low. So, like, why pay for it? But I'm going to look into those things. Anyway, that's my update for today. Not a big one, but if you have any questions or any comments, please leave them in the comment section down below or drop me an email at myretirementramblings@gmail.com. Otherwise, have a great evening. Take care. I look forward to talking with you tomorrow.